Definitely weird not having him around, but we know. I mean, we're still running his plays, still his defense, so we got to go out there and try to make this last game work. I don't think so. I mean, it's the NFL. We got to learn no matter how complicated defense is. It's our job to learn. And we just didn't learn all of it, obviously. We didn't have too many mistakes out there. I mean, we had a lot of different guys coming off the street going out there playing, and it's definitely we never bonded the way we needed to in the defense. Yeah, it's definitely frustrating. You never want to see a coach go, especially one that we all loved here in Buffalo. You don't want to see that happen, but we know that we didn't make it work. So hopefully whoever comes in here next year and makes this thing work and we get it right. I mean, we never want to see a coach go, so we're the ones out there playing. So it's partly on us, and we got to go out there and play better. And we just didn't do it on the defensive side. I mean, there's offense scoring enough points for us to win games. We just didn't go out there and find ways to stop people when we needed to.
I mean, at the end of the day, we gotta go what they say. We gotta play with EJ. We gotta win the game, and I mean they're the owners. They're the ones running the show. We gotta find ways to win the game, and like I said, win on Sunday. Yeah, I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, it's like you got to go with the flow. Whatever decisions are made, you got to be able to adjust and make plays on the fly. And whether it's Tyrod or EJ, like Lynn said, we're looking at it like it's an injury. You know, Tyrod went down and EJ is next man up. So we're trying to have that mindset forward and still just win the game with EJ. I can say that a little bit. Yeah, I mean, Lynn still is, cool guy. He's not uptight and stern, but I mean he's still a little bit more than. Like I say, more discipline, more whatever, more than Rex. Yeah. As of right now, I mean, he's our OC. I know he's motivating the offense to play better, play well, and he executed that. Finding ways to put up points. And right now, from a defense standpoint, now he's the head coach over everything, trying to keep this team, together and keep us locked in and focused for a win on Sunday.
We had a lot of injuries this year, and with a lot of injuries, it caused a lot of miscommunication. A lot of guys learning each other and trying to fill themselves through. So with injuries and trying to fill in gaps that's really needed, just caused some miscommunication. So how much he's gonna be dearly missed here in the organization. A lot of players like him. A lot of players really cared about him.
How did you guys find out?
I mean, I found out the way everyone else saw the news, the media.
Do you feel, as a group of players, you let him down?
I mean, I feel like we did everything in our power to play hard. We never gave up on anything, and we tried our best to play the game as best way as possible. I mean, with injuries, you have to fill in, and with young guys, you have to teach. From there, it's just a lot of communication, and we just having to work through that, and we're just kind of continuing just to move forward, especially as a defense, as a team.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that has any bearing on it. To not only play in this league, but to have success in this league, you have to understand the dynamics of it. It's a big business. There's decisions that are made that you may agree with or you may not agree with, but you have to block that out and do your job and focus on the task. Yeah, players take a lot of blame for this. This wasn't just Rex failing. This was players. This was. We're on the very smallest level of this because we are the ones that go out and execute the game plan. So we can sit around and say it was the coaches, but in all honesty, it was on the players. We didn't make enough plays to win. I think so. I think Lynn is the one thing he is he's detail oriented. He's a big stickler for details, and you see that. You see that in the position group that he coached. You see that when he became offensive coordinator. So I think Lynn has all the details to make up a great head coach, and I hope he gets the opportunity. I would just for continuity, to keep the offense together, to keep what we have going. I think offensively in this team we have enough pieces to win. The continuity is a big factor in that. So I hope Lynn gets a job and can keep this thing going. Yep, that's the business side of this. As much as we like to say that this is a game and this is go out there and have fun. There's a big business behind this, and that's all that boils down to. That's a business decision that was made, and as players, you got to be professionals and handle that. And we rally behind EJ. Now it's EJ's turn to go out there and show what he can do, and we're excited about it.
Was it portrayed as a business decision, or was it portrayed as a football decision?
Those decisions don't get explained to us. Those things happen, and we just roll with it.
They're always tough, and having been around, it's it's kind of become old hat, not just here, but kind of around the league. It's what you see. And, and the way that I'm wired and the way that I work is, initially I was like, what could I have done differently? What could I have done better? So, tough day for everybody. I don't know. I don't know if it's I don't think that deeply about things or what. I just kind of always do what I do. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get prepared because we have a game left, which is probably a good thing, for me and for other guys, is we have a game to prepare for. Go to New York and play the Jets. Well, obviously, he's on top of the offense. They've done a great job. You only take your hat off to the job that he's been given, the job that he's done. So, I assume that he's going to have an opportunity to be the coach here. I think that's what he believes, and if it ends up being coach, then I think he'd be a great candidate and somebody who's very deserving of it.
I mean, whether the player said something or not, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not our decision. So, like I said, you got to roll with the punches, you got to roll with the curveballs. That's what we signed up for. Like I said, you got to deal with the punches. In the NFL, nothing is promised. Telling some of the guys, this won't be the same team, and it's every year, whether a coach is fired or not. You never get the same team twice, and you got to roll with the punches. So, we're as professionals, we have to be ready and go out there and play a game and play to win. It's a lot different. I mean, it's when Rex is around. I mean, everybody knows that he brings a lot of energy. Hey, Lynn, I'm just glad he's able to get a chance to be head coach. He's a great guy. I've been with him for 4 years, and I'm excited for this Sunday to play with these fellas in this locker room and these coaches.
Just shocked, but it's the nature of the business, so he's got to keep pushing forward. We just didn't play at the level that we like to play as players. We understand that the season didn't go as we wanted to. We know that we can play better, so we understand that we got to be better as individuals. We just got to be better as players, understanding the system, doing a better job of just grasping everything. Once we do that, we'll get everything figured out. Yeah. We tried to correct that issue. It just seemed like we just were having a hard time fixing out some of those wrinkles in his defense, just understanding things.